Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And it wasn't bad this morning. We did have some blue sky out there, and then some clouds rolled in just after lunchtime, a few light sprinkles of rain, and we've seen that throughout the afternoon too. Some areas have picked up some rain, but after today, it is just gonna get nice. This weekend looks great. Tomorrow, we expect lots of sunshine with high temperatures near 70. And then for Saturday and Sunday, we'll call it partly cloudy skies, middle 70s on Saturday, and into the middle and possibly upper 70s as we get you into Sunday. And we'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Multiple agencies responded to a fire that destroyed a potato shed yesterday afternoon outside Moses Lake. Orondo firefighters and neighboring agencies were able to hold a brush fire to just 3 acres Wednesday night near the Chelan Hills Acres subdivision. And Washington's Secretary of Health was in Grant County yesterday to meet with public health officials there about the COVID-19 pandemic. But first, our top story tonight. A volunteer coach for Wenatchee Youth Equestrian Sports is charged with sexual misconduct toward one of the teenagers involved in that program. Chelan County prosecutors have charged 43-year-old Gregory James Johnson of Cashmere with 3 gross misdemeanors: communicating with a minor for immoral purposes, furnishing alcohol to a minor, and 4th-degree assault with sexual motivation. Wenatchee police say back in March, Johnson drove a member of the youth team to a pullout along Squilchuck Road and offered her bourbon. He's also accused of inappropriately texting the teenager several times last winter and of touching her multiple times on the thigh during horse practice. The teenager withdrew from the equestrian team, which is comprised of riders from several Wenatchee Valley schools, and her family members then reported the alleged crimes to Wenatchee School District. Johnson faces a hearing on October 25th in Chelan County District Court. Multiple agencies responded to a fire that destroyed a potato shed Wednesday afternoon outside Moses Lake. The fire at Wheeler Road and Road O Northeast was first reported just before 1 p.m. as it sent big plumes of black smoke into the air. Traffic was diverted from the area as crews from Grant County Fire District 5, Moses Lake, and Grant County Fire District 4 poured more than 150,000 gallons of water on the shed. The fire was reported under control just after 2 p.m. Fire District 5 said the cause of the fire is under investigation. Orondo firefighters and neighboring agencies were able to hold a brush fire to just 3 acres last night near the Chelan Hills Acres subdivision. The grass and sagebrush fire was reported just before 6 p.m. near a residence on a high bluff above Highway 97, about 1 mile south of Beebe Bridge. Orondo Fire Chief Jim Odie says firefighters and apparatus from Douglas, Chelan, and Okanagan counties, as well as the Washington State DNR, assisted in the effort and contained the fire within 1 hour with no injuries or property damage. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Washington State Secretary of Health was in Grant County yesterday to meet with public health officials there about the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Umer Shah and members of his senior staff talked with Grant County Health District Director Teresa Atkinson and others. The meeting focused on coping with the demand on health care in a county where new hospitalizations for COVID-19 average 5 a day and 123 people have died. Grant County has achieved about a 55% rate of full vaccination for the virus. Shaw and his team also visited Spokane healthcare leaders the same day. Well, coming up next, Representative Kim Schreier advocates for a new lumber mill for Chelan County. State officials are asking for your help in controlling an invasive tree and the invasive insect that flourishes alongside it. And it took some effort, but a Moses Lake police officer was finally able to wrangle a loose pig named Wilbur Monday morning in downtown Moses Lake. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
novel is now available at Amazon.com. The title, Lost Treasure of the China Bar, details life on the Columbia River and Plateau during the 1800s. You ask, is the treasure still buried somewhere near Chelan? Find out by reading Lost Treasure of the China Bar.
Lost Treasure of the China Bar. Buy it on Amazon.com. $12.99 for paperback, $2.99 for Kindle. A great gift.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today. Dr. Divis is proud to announce that Dr. Taylor Pedigo has joined the Wenatchee Dental Arts team. After much research, Dr. Pedigo chose Wenatchee Dental Arts as the place to practice and Wenatchee as the place to live. Dr. Pedigo is an honors graduate of the UCLA School of Dentistry and has made our valley his home. Wenatchee Dental Arts offers complete comprehensive dentistry from routine teeth cleaning to sedation dentistry. Wenatchee Dental Arts now offering 2 dentists to serve all your dental needs. Call for your appointment today.
Welcome back. In another news, 8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier says the return of lumber mills to Chelan County could help with fuel reduction to make the area more resistant to wildfire. But that initiative needs help from the U.S. Forest Service, as Schreier told the chief of that federal agency in a House Agriculture Committee hearing yesterday.
Before, harvesting and milling was done in a very irresponsible way. Now we know how to do it really responsibly and support an industry and make our forests healthier at the same time. And right now, without a mill nearby, it just doesn't pencil out. Public and private landowners have to truck logs 150 miles away to the nearest mills, high cost, they end up losing money. And so locating a mill in Chelan County, where there is, again, 70% of the forest land is Forest Service land, would be such a huge win-win situation. It would bring a ton of money to the Forest Service, so you could raise wages and benefits and pay people more and get more employees in. It would support more affordable housing. It would make us less reliant on foreign steel because we could build with cross-laminated timber. And it would create a ton of family wage jobs. And so I've been in touch with our regional forester, Glenn Casamassa, about this, and just would welcome the opportunity to talk with you both more about whether we could have reliable dependence on Forest Service logs. So can you talk a little bit about that? Who could go in and do the logging if you don't have the personnel to do it? Like, how can we make this work?
So, Congressman, I would first suggest that maybe we need to sit down and talk about what the opportunities are, and then we could land on what the appropriate tool would be to do that. It's going to be very hard to answer that question in just a minute or so, but I would love to be able to sit down with you and Glenn and others that may need to be involved to talk about this very issue, because the same applies in so many other locations. So
I've got even better. You are invited, and I will send you a formal invitation to come out to Washington State and lay eyes on, areas of forest that have been appropriately managed and what happened there when a fire came through, areas that haven't, and what happened there, and just the tremendous potential for a big win-win. So please come to Washington State.
State officials are asking for your help in controlling an invasive tree and the invasive insect that flourishes alongside it. Tree of Heaven is a fast-growing, non-native plant that's common in Chelan and Douglas counties. Its growth is harmful to neighboring native plants, and it's host to the spotted lanternfly. This pest has not yet been identified in Washington, but it could pose a threat to local crops, including grapes and hops. Sightings of either tree of heaven or spotted lanternfly should be reported to the Washington Invasive Species Council through their website at invasivespecies.wa.gov. Well, it took some effort, but a Moses Lake police officer was finally able to wrangle a loose pig named Wilbur Monday morning in downtown Moses Lake. The police department says appropriately named Officer Chase Pitt used his de-escalation skills and repertoire of barnyard noises for about 15 minutes in an effort to keep Wilbur from running off. The Moses Lake Police Department said after the pig's owner was located, she was so impressed with Pitt's wrangling skills, she offered to give Wilbur to the officer. He respectfully declined. An unharmed Wilbur was eventually relocated outside city limits. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. In tonight's feature story, we're introduced to a special pet with a little more to love than most. Meet Squeaks the pig.
This week on Pause for Pets, we venture over to the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society's livestock barn, where we meet a 200-pound pig named Squeaks.
I'm here with our shelter manager, Kristen, and we have something different than a cat or dog this week. We have Squeaks the pig. Squeaks here has lived an indoor-outdoor life. He's a well-loved pet pig. Let's see, what do we know about Squeaks? First off, he's about 200 pounds. His previous owner said he never had an accident in the house. He always went outside. He's still a boar. He's lived with cats, small dogs. I think she said chihuahuas is what he lived with. The only thing he hasn't lived with is a pig. So he's been a family pig, and we are desperately looking for a home that can give home or a sanctuary, rescue, someone that can give Squeaks a good home where he can be spoiled with lots of good, yummy food. As you can see, I mean, he's actually, hi, buddy. He's a really friendly pig. We are loving having him here, but we would really, really love for somebody to come and adopt Squeaks.
If you are interested in meeting and adopting Squeaks, the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great final day of September. Can you believe it? Tomorrow, October 1st. And boy, look at the dark cloud cover that we saw at one point this afternoon over the Wenatchee area as we look from the Cascadian down Wenatchee Avenue. And we did just see spits of rain at times throughout the afternoon. And really don't expect a lot heavier rain than that, although these conditions will persist into our evening hours. Unofficially today, high temperature of 66 degrees. That's below our normal now of 70 degrees. We started off the day at 46, and that's just 2 degrees below our normal low temperature of 48 degrees. As I mentioned, just a trace of precipitation, so that really hasn't changed our precip total. Sunrise 6:59, and the sun will set tonight at 6:41. Let's take a look at your Friday weather forecast. Football Friday around north central Washington. And I'll tell you what, it is going to be really good weather for football games tomorrow night. High temperatures tomorrow, 69 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 68 in Quincy, 67 for the Wenatchee area, 66 in Cashmere, 67 in Chelan, and Omak up into Tonasket. A nice one tomorrow with a high temperature of around 68 degrees. Tonight we can expect still some clouds out there and about a 20% chance for sprinkles. We will see clearing late. Late means probably after midnight or so, but some of those showers will persist throughout especially eastern Washington and into the Idaho Panhandle. As we get you to Friday, we just talked about a great day for sports, mostly sunny, just comfortable out there tomorrow. Many of you think that's about a perfect high temperature into the upper 60s. And as we get you into Saturday, even a little bit warmer. We'll see a few more clouds too. There is an area of low pressure and associated frontal boundary that'll bring a few clouds into northwestern Washington, but for us, nice with high temperatures near 70, even a little bit warmer as we end our weekend on Sunday. I hope you have some outdoor plans this weekend. Partly cloudy weather with high temperatures in the mid 70s as our ridge of high pressure holds on for at least another day. For Monday, more clouds rolling in. Here's our next storm system, and that will throw some clouds our way on Monday, but still nice, about normal with high temperatures in the low 70s. For Tuesday, once again, a lot like Monday. Mostly cloudy skies, our frontal boundary right here, but that's going to keep our temperatures nice, at least on the eastern side of the Cascades into the lower 70s. And then for Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. Most of the storminess will move off into the plains. We will be just a little bit cooler on Wednesday with high temperatures then in the upper 60s. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Tonight, 44 degrees, 67 tomorrow. We'll see 70 to kick off our weekend on Saturday. Sunday, a little bit warmer, partly cloudy skies with highs around 73, 71 Monday, 72 on Tuesday, and then for your Wednesday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, a little bit cooler too, with high temperatures then of 67 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At Wenatchee Power Sports, we proudly offer the Polaris product line. Polaris builds the highest quality side-by-side in the industry, with off-road capability that's second to none. The Polaris pre-order program allows customers to purchase the vehicle they want without having to select from limited dealer inventory. The Wenatchee Valley has year-round access to some of the best ORV trails in the Northwest. Start your adventure here at Wenatchee Power Sports.
I'm Wenatchee School Board member Maria Iniguez, and I understand that your tax dollars fund public education in our district. That is why I'm holding the district accountable for every dollar spent and have supported a balanced budget, because every community member should know how the district is using funds to support student achievement while maintaining long-term fiscal sustainability. Vote to retain me, Maria Iniguez, for Wenatchee School Board Position 2.
Hi, Stephen DeVilbiss here, Branch Manager of Beneficial and Home Care. We are an equal opportunity employer and we do not discriminate in employment or services. It is our mission to maximize our clients' physical health and sense of mental well-being while remaining in the comfort of their home. We are currently seeking professional caregivers who share our mission to help our clients live safely and comfortably at home. Call Beneficial and Home Care. Schedule your interview today. 509-663-7900.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The last time the Mariners were in the playoffs, get this, Jared Kelenic was just 2 years old. The now 22-year-old delivered one of the biggest hits during this amazing season for Seattle last night to help the Mariners beat Oakland 4-2. Seattle trailed 1-0 in the bottom of the sixth after the A's. Tony Kemp homered off Logan Gilbert in the top half of the inning. The M's took advantage of 2 errors by Oakland in the bottom of the sixth to set it up for Kelenic.
Out to right center. Kelenic with the drive. Pender can't make the catch. Francis coming home. Henniger's behind him. Jared Kelenic has given the Mariners a 2-1 lead. This is such a good AB, yeah. He's pumped up, and he should be. Taking that split to get to 2-0. And then squaring up a heater. That's pretty good stuff. There it is from a young hitter. Gets himself into a hitter's count. That's right at the top of the zone, too. It's an over Pender's head. Gives the Mariners the lead. And I'm telling you, this place was going nuts, so he had to really stay calm at the plate. Henniger doing what he's going all the way to second base, and then once it hits the ground, he hightails it into home. Manny not even thinking about stopping him. Yep.
Oh my gosh, a lot of energy at T-Mobile Park. But then, as palpable as it was for anybody watching, the energy is sucked out of the building on a Seth Brown home run in the seventh.
That one's hit high to right field. Henniger's back. Henniger at the wall. He leaps. It is gone. Seth Brown, a 2-out solo shot, and we're tied at 2.
So it's tied at 2, but Seattle came back once again in the bottom of the seventh inning with runners on the corners for Ty France.
France jumps on it. France out to left, and Canna makes the catch. It's a sac fly, and the Mariners have taken the lead right back. It's 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh.
Narrow margin, though. Abraham Toro was able to provide a little more breathing room in the eighth.
Up to right field. Tagged well. Pender watching. Toro time! A huge insurance run for the Mariners. 2 outs in the bottom of the eighth. Gets into a 2-0 count. Another off-speed pitch, but it's center cut, and he barrels it up. It's been a while for him, but perfect timing.
Yeah, I kept telling myself I was going to go to bed. I was going to go to bed watching this last night. I couldn't go to bed. Drew Steckenrider came on in the ninth to button down his 13th save and keep the Mariner playoff hopes alive.
Fly ball, left center. Kelenic there, and the Mariners win! You have got to believe!
Was that one guy dancing with broccoli? It looked like broccoli. I don't know what that is. Seattle has a very well-earned day off today before hosting the Angels over the final 3 days of the season this weekend. Manager Scott Service's fans have had a sneak peek of Seattle's future.
We've just played 13 consecutive days at a point in the season where everybody's dragging, and we won 11 of those games. unbelievable effort by our guys. So proud of them. But this is fun. This is the way baseball's supposed to be at this time of year, and we still got a lot of big games ahead of us. So tonight, for me, the highlight really was we sent the 24-year-old to the mound. We had a 24-year-old catching him, and we had a 22-year-old in center field. And that's super exciting. If you're a Mariners fan and part of this organization, you should feel very good about where we're headed in our future, and the experiences that those kids gain tonight will help them for many years to come.
Fun stuff happening at T-Mobile Park. Marco Gonzalez will get the start on Friday in Game 1 against Los Angeles. That starts at 7:10. What's amazing is that Seattle knew before it took the field last night they'd have to win to keep pace in the wild card race. Boston beat Baltimore 6-0 as Nathan Eovaldi and 4 relievers combined on a 4-hit shutout. Toronto also won, beating the Yankees on the second of Bo Bichette's home runs, 6-5 the final there. New York's lead for the top wild card spot is trimmed to 1. Boston holds on to the second playoff spot, just a half game in front of Seattle. Toronto is a full game back. Well, we had planned to bring you volleyball with Eastmont High School tonight, but apparently schedule changed the last few days. Eastmont and West Valley not going to happen because West Valley couldn't get a bus. So we can tell you that Antioch and Bridgeport played last night with the Tigers coming out on top, 3-0. Tonight, Pateras hosts Cascade Christian. The later matches have Cascade at Quincy, Manson hosts Oroville, Okanagan's Lake Roosevelt, and Tonasket travels to Liberty Bell. Wenatchee will host Moses Lake tonight at 7, and Ephrata travels to Prosser. Kashmir hosts Omak. On the prep girls soccer schedule earlier today, Wenatchee GAV taking on Pateras at the Apple Bowl. Also, Cascade playing at Quincy, Bridgeport hosting Lake Roosevelt, Tonasket traveling to Okanagan. Ephrata plays at Othello. Then tonight, 7, Kashmir hosting Omak. Now, there's also a big swimming and diving meet, and that's still going on. Lions Pool, the location of Moses Lake, Eastmont, Ike, Davis, Wenatchee, all gathering at the Chiefs' home pool for that one. Well, the prep football schedule has not changed for the weekend. It will be at Lee Bofto Field of the Apple Bowl for Wenatchee and Sunnyside tomorrow night. We'll give you a preview tomorrow here on the sports. Panthers trying to rebound from a 28-3 loss at Eastmont last week, while the Grizzlies are flying high after a 41-35 win over West Valley. Grant and I will have your call pregame tomorrow night, 6:30 here on the NCWLIFE channel. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule. Big 9, Eastmont travels to Eisenhower. Moses Lake has a non-league game at home against Woodinville. Davis is at West Valley. And the Caribou Trail League, Cascade celebrates homecoming tomorrow night against Chelan. Kashmir will entertain Quincy. Omak has a non-leaguer at home against Colville. B schedule tomorrow. Brewster and Okanagan kick off at 4 o'clock while Tonasket entertains Mount Baker. Manson hosts Northwest Christian at 6. Oroville takes on Lake Roosevelt at 7. Bridgeport will play at Antioch Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, how about those Mariners?
Sure exciting, that's for sure, Eric. Thank you very much. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Tomorrow, October 1st, it's a Friday. It's the first day of a new month, and we have a whiz-bang 5-star show for you. First of all, the always radiant Leslie Freitag will be joining us, the executive director of the Pybus Puppet Market. All the events going on in Pybus, she'll let you know what they are. They're going to have a busy month of October. Plus, we'll have that beautiful weekend weather forecast. We'll preview high school sports with the Wenatchee Panthers and the Sunnyside Grizzlies on Friday night from Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. A game we'll be broadcasting. Everything you need to start your weekend and the new month. Tomorrow morning, we'll be live and local at 7 a.m. for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night. For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.